Hey guys, Congressman Greg Murphy. I just wanted to have a little chat with you today. Last night, Nancy Pelosi dropped on us over a 2,000-page bill that really essentially has been hidden to most of the Democrats. It surely has been hidden to the Republicans. And we're trying to comb through this today on the Build Back, honestly bankrupt agenda of this Biden administration. I want to just take a few minutes. I can't keep it all in my head, so I'm just going to take a few minutes and explain a little bit about what's going on here. There are going to be several different things here. There are going to be $4.5 trillion in new spending. A lot of the new spending last year is causing the inflation today. There'll over be $1.5 trillion in new taxes, and we will take on $3 trillion in debt. I don't care what the Biden administration and President Biden says, we will be taking on debt to this. They've changed the coconuts around on this, and what they've done is to try to cut the price tag down. They haven't caught any of the 150 new government programs they put in, but what they've done is they cut the duration of these. So once you start a government entitlement program, it literally takes an act of Congress, which is really much more than that, to cut those programs. So they're fine to cut the duration of them initially because they'll just push on renewing these. And that's how they're basically becoming a shell game and cutting the price tag down, but then still increasing the government the size that this nation has not seen in really more than 50 years. We're going to have SALT tax. The SALT tax is the state and local income tax. They've raised the deduction for that. Who does that affect? Why is that important? Well, states that have high taxes, Massachusetts, New York, California, have really high taxes. And so what they want to do is in the blue states, they want to give them high tax breaks. North Carolina, Florida, Texas, they have low tax rates. We don't benefit from that. So what this does is disproportionately helps the millionaires and billionaires in those blue states. So that's another thing that's going on. For couples making $500,000 a year, they get electric vehicles subsidies. Wouldn't that be nice? If they're for people that are making $500,000 a year, they get subsidies. Government-funded paid leave for millionaires, people that are even not working now, the government wants to give paid leave for up to 4 weeks. How does that make sense whatsoever? But it doesn't matter what you make in the country. If you make nothing or if you make millions, they want to give you paid leave. Again, not thinking really about consequences. Again, 150 plus new programs in governments, over $500 billion for Green New Deal initiatives. Guys, it will be the largest tax increase in history. What this is going to do, it will push employers to drive their businesses out of America, push them overseas. Now we're seeing with the vaccine mandates, what they're going to do is this will push employers have to fire employees or have to pay massive fines. So we're literally going to kill our economy in so many of these self-inflicted crises that the Biden administration is making. The vaccine mandate is going to kill our military. It's going to drive people out of the military and further degrade our ability to keep us safe. 2/3 of employer tax increases will actually fall on lower and middle income Americans. They're going to add $80 billion. They're going to double the number of IRS agents so that they can snoop more on you. Why? Because as an American, the Biden administration doesn't feel you're trustworthy. They want to get into your personal bank account and see what all your transactions are doing. Guys, I could go on and on in this. This is basically a shell game with the American people. I personally don't think Biden is running the government. I think it's Obama and possibly Bernie, because that's where these initiatives are coming from. President Biden seems, unfortunately, just to read off his teleprompter where that stuff is coming from. So, guys, this is just a fleecing of America. Fortunately, there are some moderate Democrats who care about this country, who are holding out. They want to see the true Office of Budget Management score. We want to see how much this costs. Pelosi doesn't want them to see that because then they'll go along against the lie that she's pushing for America. So, guys, this is what we're doing today. We're trying to read through this bill. They're trying to call a vote really much at any time without giving us time to digest it and really know what's going on in the cost of this. The balance of all these socialist programs, our country literally is in the balance. Please know that there are those of us really on both sides, both Republican and Democrat, that are fighting for this country. Take care. God bless.